Hey y'all, hi people, it's Kiosha here. I'm going to be telling y'all about my skincare regimen and my journey of how I recovered from hyperpigmentation. I'll also be showing pictures with timestamps and stuff on the screen so you can just see the evolution of how my skin got better within just a couple of weeks or months. And I am going to be giving y'all basically like rundowns of what I did, the stuff that I knew I was doing was wrong, and how I managed to get my skin back intact. Like, these tips are not going to be in any particular order. Also, everybody's skin is different. I just want to put that as a disclaimer. Everybody's skin is different. What you eat really matters. What you drink really matters. What works for me might not work for you. So I would just highly encourage you to do research on the skincare products that you're using and the ingredients and all of that. So the first tip I'm going to start with was I needed to minimize my skincare products. I was using way too many skincare products all at once. I would get really excited and just want to try something new literally every 3 weeks. And you can't really do that with skincare. You can do that with perfume and body care, but when it comes to your skin is so delicate. It's much more sensitive, or at least mine is much more sensitive than my body. This first picture was taken March 30th, 2021. And let me just say that this was just the worst that my skin had ever been. All of the blackheads, the whiteheads, hyperpigmentation going down to my neck, and all of the pimples. This was a really bad time in my life, so I wasn't washing my face as much. Or I would get in the shower and the steaming hot water and try to do my skincare then, which is so bad because it just makes your skin even more dry. And my skin is already pretty dry in the winter. So just looking at this picture and how the acne and hyperpigmentation spread from the side of my cheeks down to my neck. Also, you should know by now that what you do to your face, you should do to your neck and your hands too. You should definitely be exfoliating your hands, because that's where you would see aging. So when you're putting on makeup too, you also put it on your neck, so you want to exfoliate and double cleanse and put serums on your neck. I don't never want to go back to that phase again. It was so disgusting. Just look at it all in my cheeks. Oh, now this is preference. But for me, I look at skincare with Hyram, and this man knows a little bit about everything when it comes to skincare and ingredients. Make sure that your skincare products don't have fragrance in them, don't have, parabens or alcohol, sulfates, all of that added stuff that's not even necessary. Just make sure that your skincare products don't have those, because over time, your skin can get irritated. It can also just dry out more, especially when it comes to certain products that just look good or look like they're gonna work. They don't always work just because they look aesthetic and they look pretty on your shelf, or a jelly mask smells good does not mean that you should use it on your face. Just because a serum or a moisturizer smells good doesn't mean that you should use it on your face. I stopped using toners. I was using 3 different toners at once. Toners dry out your skin. Also, you shouldn't be using physical scrubs. Your chemical exfoliants are the best. Physical scrubs with those beads in it, it just, just even thinking about it just makes you want to cringe. I'm not gonna go into much detail about that, because skincare with Hyram does, and I just know that you should not be using them on your face. Use a chemical exfoliant. It's better to use that. This is also a personal preference, but I'm vegan, so I don't eat any dairy at all. And before I transitioned to being vegan, dairy was one of the first things I cut out immediately. Dairy clogs up your pores. The internet is free, you can do your own research, but dairy definitely clogs up your pores. Cheese, milk. As soon as I went vegan, in 3 weeks, my skin was just so much clearer. I think I've already touched on this, but just do research on what you're using. You can be sensitive to one of your products and not even know it. One of the things that I also stopped doing as soon as I started watching skincare with Hyram videos was I stopped using setting sprays and facial mist, because baby, it ain't nothing but you're just spraying bacteria on your face. It does nothing. The facial mists, they don't really hydrate your skin at all. You're spraying stuff on your face and it's nothing but bacteria. Bacteria is going onto your face. Let your skin breathe. Some days you can go little to no makeup. Also, this just depends on you as a person. I already don't wear a whole lot of makeup, so it was easy for me to always see progress within my skin. I will show you guys another picture. I want to say a month or 2 months later, after I started taking better care of my skin. So this was May 9th, 2021, and as you can see, just a little bit my hyperpigmentation was getting better, at least on my neck. I saw more results. And I also believe that I had started using some products from The Ordinary too, like lactic acid. I had stopped using like Clarins and like Neutrogena, Clean and Clear, all of that, because those have fragrance in them. At this time, I also wasn't using the Mario Badescu drying lotion because I would look at it and be like, okay, I'm gonna use it. I think I did use it probably just like once a week. And if you don't know what Mario Badescu drying lotion is for, it basically dries out your pimples, and then the next day it'll turn into like a scab or whatever. And if you continuously use it throughout that week or the month, then it'll like basically like disappear. So I love the drying lotion for that when you have really like big pussy pimples. I'm not even showing you on my forehead because I don't think my forehead was the worst. It was really just in my cheeks and my chin, but it was bad. And like so many acne scars were present on my chin. Double cleansing with an oil-based cleanser and also like a water or gel cleanser. I always use the same like makeup balm or makeup remover to remove my face, to remove my makeup, or to remove my sunscreen. I just feel like when you double cleanse, especially after a long day of wearing makeup or sunscreen, whatever other products you have on your face, on top of like sweating throughout the day, you need a double cleanse. This just goes to say, and I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but learn your skin type. You can go to a dermatologist to learn your skin type. You can take a couple of quizzes on the internet and just like, I don't know how effective those would be, but yeah, just learn your skin type so that you can adjust your skincare regimen based on what your skin type is. You definitely want to always use products that are catered specifically during that season, what your skin can take, what it reacts to, and how best it absorbs like certain products. Back to like minimalizing your skincare products, don't overdo it. Don't try to make skincare products all at once just because you want to hurry up and see results for your skin to get clear faster. I definitely did that, especially with The Ordinary. I was trying like 3 different treatments at once, which is so bad. You just want to be patient and just ride it out. It does suck when you just wake up with like hella pimples and blackheads everywhere, and it seems like they're not going anywhere, but you got to be patient because I think it takes like 6 weeks to see if a skincare product really works for you or not. I think it's 6 weeks. Yeah, so just try not to overwhelm your skin. Don't use too many serums at once unless they like coincide with each other and can like actually work really well. I remember I was using like hyaluronic acid and then an essential oil to put on my face to like get my skin to be like super hydrating, and whenever I would rub on the oil after using the hyaluronic acid, it would just like create this, I don't even know how to describe it. Like if you've done this before, then you know. When I was rubbing the oil on my face, it was creating like, it wasn't even a sticky like residue on my face, but I guess the hyaluronic acid was like peeling off a little bit. Retinol helped me so much. So putting on retinol as your like nighttime skincare routine. You can check with your dermatologist if you have one, and if you don't, you can seek out to have a consultation with the dermatologist because retinol is really potent and it's very strong, and it can ruin your skin as much as it is to like help your skin. It has like different percentages. It comes in different forms because when you first start using retinol, you just want to make sure that your skin can take it. Some people's skin can't take it because once again, it's very potent, or you can do a patch test to just see how that goes. The last few pictures I showed you were from May 9th, 2021. These pictures are July 31st, 2021. So just 2 months after, you can see that my hyperpigmentation was getting like decently better. Still not the best. I still had like some pimples and stuff that were like showing up, but they had decreased in size. And my acne scarring on my cheeks were going away. So you can see that I still have acne scarring on my chin. It's not so bad on my cheeks, but when you like looked up close, whenever I would look up close to the mirror and like seeing my cheeks, I definitely saw like more blackheads. My pimples aren't as big, so I was really glad about that. And I had also been like switching out my satin pillowcases like every single night. Then on February 23rd of 2022, you can see a dramatic difference that I have been using retinol more. I had much more of a glow. My skin was like really hydrated. I still had like a couple of blackheads to like deal with and like some pimples going on, but my acne scarring on my chin had gotten so much better. Another thing that was really helping me was just like getting rid of like dead skin. So I would go see an esthetician and I would get a facial. I did get like exfoliation done, a dermabrasion done. They use certain tools like a scalpel to scrape off the peach fuzz and like any other dead skin that has piled up or that has built up on your face for like months. And whenever I got a facial, I just felt so clean. Like the air would hit my face and it would just be like, wow, this is how it feels to like have clean, detoxified like skin or whatever. You know the feeling as soon as you get a facial and you walk out that door and like the breeze hits you and it feels like, wow, like my pores are open, even though your pores can't really be open like that. Sleeping on satin pillowcases and not cotton pillowcases, because cotton pillowcases, cotton just holds bacteria. It holds bacteria, so even if you flipped your pillow over the night before, that wouldn't really make a difference. Satin is where it's at. And then last but not least, mineral sunscreen or sunscreen in general, y'all should be wearing it. I don't care what color you are, you should be wearing sunscreen because it definitely protects your skin, no matter if it's raining, snowing, sleeting, hailing. No matter if you're staying inside all day, you should be wearing sunscreen. In these last couple of pictures I took December 31st in 2022. My skin is damn near where I've always wanted it to be. As you can see, I don't have any hyperpigmentation at all. My skin is completely glowing. Excuse the sunscreen residue if you see it. It's just a little chalky. I think I was rushing that morning, but I don't have any active like pimples. I don't have blackheads, whiteheads, or anything. Like, I just really take great care of my skin now. I've always been that way, but some days you don't always like feel like doing your skincare routine. So it actually took me a whole year and a half to get my skin together. Just because it took me this long, it doesn't mean it's gonna take you as long to get your skin back together. It could take longer, it can be even shorter. Once again, it just depends on what you eat, what you drink, where you live, because your environment matters depending on the quality of air. I now live in Colorado, so I have to moisturize just a little bit more. Probably not as much as I used to when I lived in North Dakota, because the wind up there was something different. But that is the end of my video. I hope y'all enjoyed all of my little tips and tricks and what helped me with my skincare regimen, and I will see y'all in my next video.
Hit me with a ha-ha, knew that it was over. I just spent 2 whole days not sober, and you just spent 2 whole nights bent over. Couldn't even give me just a little bit of closure.